Alright, y'all. Welcome to another installation of At the End of the Day. I'm your host, Sheree.
What's up, y'all? I'm Valerie.
And on today's podcast, we talking about the black girl magic that's been going on in the Olympics.
Yes.
Yes. So, in a time in the country where it seems like we're becoming more divided than ever,
True.
not necessarily ever, but ever for our generation.
Right.
It's crazy, like everything that's going on or whatever with politics, with Black Lives Matter versus All Lives Matter, and that whole movement to the Olympics, and having these all black females come out here and totally dominate their sports.
Yes. Like Simone Biles.
Yes, come on through, Simone.
She killing it. She is killing it. And what's her name? Gabby Douglas.
Gabby Douglas
So,
still on top of her game.
So
yeah.
she's like she won gold last year, right? Or not last year, but 4 years
Previous,
ago.
right.
And now it's Simone. But she's still up there, right?
Right, yeah. Gabby's still up there. She just in their individual. They won a gold medal as a team. Okay. So then now Simone went on her own as an individual gymnast.
Okay.
And she won a gold medal.
Okay. All right.
Right. So then we have Simone Manuel, the swimmer. Right.
Okay. and it's crazy because you see all these memes going out or whatever, saying Dorothy Dandridge, they
cleared out the pool
right. For her just sticking her foot in the water, her toe in the water.
Right.
So this is a big deal, especially because swimming and black people is such a stereotype anyway.
Right. Black folk can't swim.
Right.
We don't want to get our hair wet.
Right. So it's a big deal,
And I'm one of them black people that can't swim.
I can swim, but I ain't trying to get my hair wet.
So basically, we just fit both stereotypes.
Basically.
But I will get in the water. I just can't swim.
Right.
So I'm not going to the deep end.
I'm going to need you to learn to swim.
Simone might be able to hook me up there.
Who else is it?
We got Michelle Carter, shot put.
The shot put. Now, I never understood that game. You just throwing what? Is it like a big rock, a big ball?
It's
like
a metal
ball.
No, it's a metal ball.
So it's heavy.
Right.
And you just throwing it a long distance.
You trying to throw it as long and hard as possible.
So she could be like on somebody's football team, basically, right? No.
She could be on a football team.
I mean, it's the same
Y'all should have just saw my face.
It's the same concept. You throw it a ball, like they would want her on somebody's football. I know. Just for the record, y'all, I know nothing about sports. So,
exactly.
So
that's why I just gave her this little funky face.
I mean, but you got this big old thing in your hand, and you trying to throw it a long distance. The same with football, you got a ball in your hand, and you trying to throw, you trying to pass it.
That takes two different type of skill sets.
Okay, never mind me, y'all. Never mind me. But she killing it in her area too, and I guess she's like, I don't know if is it just for the United States or just women in general that she's the first to win a gold medal since 1960.
You know what? I'm not sure if she's the first black woman to ever do it or what.
Just women in general, or just.
Well, I mean, no, they have their own heaps of women, men, but.
So maybe it's just for the United States then, because I know they said since 1960, so I'm guessing it's just for the United States for USA team. That's what's up.
So not only that, but we have Daryl Homer, which hasn't been getting as much spotlight as the other three ladies.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's not a lady, so the other ladies,
Right.
But he won a silver medal in fencing, which hasn't been done since 1984 by a black man. So that's a huge. That's a huge accomplishment for him to be able to do that, because when you think Olympic sports, the first thing that you think of is like basketball for black people, track, things like that.
Girl, I know nothing about sports, so like I seen a sport and it was called trampolining. I'm like, what the hell? How the hell is this a sport?
You know what? I said that too, and I was at Carol's last night, and we were sitting there watching the Olympics because they had it on TV, and I was like, okay, I know they made trampoline Olympics. So
you saw it too.
But I just found out, like, I just realized, or when I've been doing stuff at work, like, okay, this is actually an Olympic sport.
They have sports for every freaking thing. I wonder if the little thumb thing, what is that called? Thumb wars? If that's that ain't no dang on Olympic sport. They make everything else an Olympic sport. I'm sure that's
you got to be banned from talking about sports.
I was just saying, they make everything else an Olympic sport. That should be an Olympic sport too. But yeah, I mean, black people, especially black women, are killing it. And you know what's really infuriating me though? Is people are taking away from all this black girl magic and trying to focus everything on our black women's hair. And you know where it's coming from mostly?
Yeah.
Black women.
Which is the dumbest thing.
I don't understand that. I don't understand at a time that we should be celebrating, uniting, and uplifting our women, our men, our culture. We continue to embarrass each other. And it's ridiculous.
Yeah. I was watching a video on Facebook where D.L. Hughley commented and said, like, you know, not only is it embarrassing for, you know, this, for the, you know, they should be focused on winning their Olympic medals and breaking records.
Right.
But they have to answer questions about what people feel about their hair.
And that's crazy. And it's
not new though. It's not new. Gabby had to go through the same thing
a couple of years ago. Yes, and it's embarrassing, and you yourself should be embarrassed to even put your own, you know,
your own people down like that.
Because, like he said in his video, these girls are in their natural state.
Right.
And if you didn't put all this chemicals in your hair, weave in your hair, and everything else to make yourself look like a totally different person, you will look just like a Gabby Douglas or Simone Biles or whoever.
The thing that I love most about what he said was, if you are criticizing and saying that you dislike their hair, you dislike yourself.
Basically.
You have to put down somebody else. Yeah, you have to put down somebody else in order to make yourself feel better about what you don't like about yourself.
Right. And then, I mean, these women are sweating and working their asses off.
Right.
They didn't go on stage or in that game or whatever looking like that. They probably was put together as best as they can be for what they were getting ready to do.
Right.
And when you are moving around sweating like that and you're natural, you're gonna look, your hair is gonna do different things.
Yeah. I mean, and that's true. That ain't no different from me growing up and playing sports all my life. Like, when I would get done playing basketball, I was like a hot mess too.
Right. But outside of your sport, your job, and what you're doing that has you working hard, you're gonna look well put together. You're gonna look beautiful. Like, you are beautiful.
And it ain't no difference from having, let's just say, a construction job. Before you get to your construction job, you probably all nice and clean, and your shirt don't have stains on it, don't have dust or nothing. But once you go in for your day and put in your hard work, you gonna come out with a little dust on you, a little dirt. I mean, it ain't that you know.
But
that's
not even the thing, though. It's just like, why do we continue to put other people, our culture, down when we should be, especially in public, when we are already being attacked by other races, when we are already being like, we have that glass on us, like everybody is just looking at us. Like, why do we continue to do this publicly at that?
I think part of the thing too, and I love black people for this, but we have to learn when to do it, how to do it, and to have different times of like what's appropriate or not.
Right.
We can make, and this is one thing that I love about our people. We will make a joke out of anything.
That's true.
We will have people cracking up over the smallest of things.
That's true.
But in this instance, in this case, like that's not funny.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It could be funny like later on down the line, but at this time, and not I don't even want to say because we go so hard. Like when we do it though, when we want to crack a joke or make fun of somebody, we go so hard. And it's not just like a light felt joke. It's like you attacking that person almost like. Right. And
but the way that it was said to me didn't make it feel like it was a joke. It made it feel like it was criticism. And so some people might say, like, okay, well, I was just joking. Okay, right. But that's not a joke. That's just straight criticism. That's being hateful. Right. To me. That's being hateful. And the one thing that I can't stand about people is a hateful person.
Right. And you know what though? Like now that I'm sitting here thinking about it, do men even have this problem? Like these problems, these issues? Like it's always women attacking other women.
Yeah.
I never hear about a man saying, "Oh, like, oh that haircut whack or whatever. He looking bogus or whatever out there on the court." They ain't thinking about that. Right. They into the game. Why can't we be doing the same thing? Like I don't understand that. You don't see it from other men. I think that's crazy.
Yeah, you don't. I think that's something that women as a whole have to deal with. In every culture really, like women don't band together as much as we should.
Right.
Now I think that's something that
that's every culture, but I also think our culture though is more critical with it.
Yeah. And it may be, I mean, and people always be like, well, why everybody got to go back to the days of racism and slavery and all that. But to be honest, like some of the things that we internalize mentally are things that we have been taught from. I ain't gonna say from a young age, but I would say subconsciously taught. Mm-hmm. That we should put ourselves down, and if we not looked at in the eyes of other races as I don't know, fit properly or things like that, then we tend to kind of go along with what they're saying and adapt that to our personal lives as opposed to being like, well, that ain't that's not me.
Well, I think the takeaway basically is we need to uplift, celebrate each other more, especially when people are making history,
right,
and making big moves. Right. We need to come together.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, y'all, come on, we gotta get together. We gotta band together. We gotta celebrate, the great things that's going on in our culture. And that's not to say that we want to forget about some of the things in our community and our culture that need to be done within ourselves. But when something good happens, we gotta come together and just celebrate it. Yeah, celebrate it.
All right. On that note, y'all, have a good day, good night. However you listening to this, I wish you peace and light.
All right, y'all. Until next time, here at the End of the Day podcast. Check us out next week.